So this is going to be a different kind of video for the channel. We're going to be doing a speculation video on the latest tour from Iron Maiden, Run for Your Lives tour, which is like a classic throwback all the way from the debut Iron Maiden all the way to Fear of the Dark, the first 7 albums they're going to play songs from, and we're going to decide which songs they're going to play in the set list, so this will be fun. I've done a similar video like this before where I said my favourites for an album, but this is completely different. This is speculation for the upcoming tour, which I've already got tickets for. Excited for this tour. Iron Maiden was the very first band I ever saw live, the band that got me into metal, so yeah, I love them, and I'm going to talk about them all the time on this channel. So if you're sick of that, unsubscribe. But yeah, we're going to talk about the latest tour, Run for Your Lives, which I'm excited for because the last couple of tours, there's been a lot of stuff about Senjutsu. I saw the last one, Senjutsu, Legacy of the Beast, I didn't see, but I saw the one where they were doing the, I can't remember, I think it was 2014 where I saw them with the Seventh Son tour, and I saw them when they were doing the Power Slave one for Flight 666. I saw them in between, where they did some cool stuff like Reincarnation of Benjamin Briggs. I've seen them a lot. I've seen them a lot and do a lot of different songs, but this is more of a classic set. So, what are they going to play? I think 16 songs is a good bet. That's round about the kind of number they usually play. But what are they going to start with? This is the hardest part, is the intro. This is the part where I was like, I have no idea. They could pull out the very first song from the very first album, which would be very cool, Prowler. I don't see them doing that though. It would be very cool, but Prowler's just not a song they play a lot. I feel like it's much more likely, for me anyway, I feel like the number one starting song will be, it'll be the Ides of March into Wrathchild. Because it's got that early energy, you know, the image for the tour is Killer's Eddie. So there's going to be a couple of songs from Killers, I think, and Wrathchild, they love playing live. It goes over well with the crowd. You know, you're a Wrathchild, diddle-a-doo-doo-doo, Wrathchild, diddle-a-doo-doo-doo, da-da-da-da-da, come on. Everyone loves Wrathchild. Ides of March as well, great intro. Yeah, you could have Where Eagles Dare, you could have Aces High, blah blah blah, but for me, for this tour specifically, going back for the old school, I think Wrathchild is a good opener. And I feel like next it'll go into Killers. The song Killers. They don't play that a lot live, and I feel like this is the time to do it. You know, you have the Killers Eddie as the cover for the set list, you know, for the tour. Play Killers. It's like one of the best songs on the album. Such a fun song, and Bruce can give it some life. It'd just be fantastic to hear live. So that's 2 from Killers straight away. I feel like the next one they could throw in, well, they're definitely throwing this song in, I just don't know where, but I feel like Phantom of the Opera will be next. So you got, you know, fast song Wrathchild, fast and energetic song Killers, into a kind of a long kind of epic, Phantom of the Opera. Now they had the song for Phantom of the Opera playing during the trailer for this tour, so they're 100% going to play Phantom of the Opera. And I've seen them do it live, and it's so good. Everyone bouncing, dun 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 dun, and everyone just bouncing at that part. Too good, too good. And the bass as well. Just, yeah, they're going to play Phantom of the Opera. And I feel like, you know, doing the early stuff first, Phantom of the Opera, it's going to be here. So next I put in 2 Minutes to Midnight. Another surefire bet, I feel like, because in the album art there's like a mushroom cloud in the background, and, you know, that signifies 2 Minutes to Midnight, with the, you know, the Eddie with the gun and the mushroom in the background. Definitely going to play 2 Minutes to Midnight, and it would be fun to be right after an epic. You know, you got a big long epic, then you got another fast, punchy sing-along song with 2 Minutes to Midnight. Next up, slow it down a little bit, Revelations from Peace of Mind. Oh, Revelations is so good. This one, I don't know if they will play. I feel like it's one of those songs where they play it on and off. It could be this, it could be Flight of Icarus, but they did Flight of Icarus on Legacy of the Beast, so I don't see them pulling it on this one. They haven't done Revelations in a bit, so I feel like Revelations is a bit more apt, but again, they could put Sun and Steel on here, because they had a Japanese part of the poster as well. But I feel like that's more about the ending of the Senjutsu era and the beginning of this era. So I don't think it's Sun and Steel. I feel like Revelations is a surefire bet. Next up, number 6 666, the number of the beast. Of course, they're going to play Number of the Beast. They didn't have it on the last tour. Number of the Beast is going to be on this tour. For sure, 100% Number of the Beast. And we're better placed than number 6. Next up, I have the Trooper. They're not going to not play the Trooper, you know? Waving the English flag around, fighting, swashbuckling. The Trooper's 100% going to be played. Come on. Come on. Anyone who doesn't have the Trooper on a set list speculation is wrong. Next up, I'm going to put Rime of the Ancient Mariner. That's right, the epic from Power Slave, not just because I really want it. I have seen it on the first tour, well, the very first gig I went to, they played Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and it was just so great. I know Bruce loves singing it too, and he loves the song, so what better time to play it than on this tour? And then I feel like it'll just go straight into Tamer Land from Peace of Mind. They haven't played Tamer Land in ages, and this is the time to do it. And 2 epics in a row, like Tamer Land and Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Swap the positions maybe, but they gotta play Tamer Land. Like, to Tamer Land Rime, they just have to play. The percentage of them playing it rather than some of the others I mentioned, not as high, I'd probably say, but I feel like out of one of them is definitely going to be played, so I'm going to throw both of them on here. Next up, The Evil That Men Do. Classic. I could also put Can I Play With Madness? It's going to be one of these, I feel like. Which one? Depends. I feel like Evil That Men Do hasn't been played for a little bit, so I feel like it's going to be that one. And I love it, and that's my favourite from the album, so there you go. Next up, I got Wasted Years. They've done a whole tour recently, the Future Past tour, and yes, they had it on it, but they also had most of the album on it, including Alexander the Great, so they're not going to pull that out. But out of the whole album, I feel like Wasted Years is the essential. It is the classic. Yeah, they could do Heaven Can Wait, but I feel like Wasted Years goes over a little bit better for me, personally. And, yeah, it's an absolute classic. So, Wasted Years. And then into Run to the Hills. The tour is named after Run to the Hills. This is 100% surefire going to be on the list. It's Run to the Hills. It's called Run for Your Lives Tour. It's lyrics from the song. And then I feel like we're going to end this section with Fear of the Dark. You know, it's already dark. They're saying from Iron Maiden to Fear of the Dark because of the song Fear of the Dark. That's the only reason. And Fear of the Dark is 100% going to be played. And it's going to be played near the end of the night, I feel like. So I feel like the last song before the encore, Fear of the Dark. In the encore, Churchill's speech, Aces High. Come on. Aces High. It's either going to be starting or it's going to be starting the encore. And Aces High is an absolute classic. Goes over well. Got to start the encore with Aces High. Then, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Again, they didn't play Hallowed Be Thy Name the last tour because they're saving it for this one, boys. Hallowed Be Thy Name. Can't miss it off. It's coming here. And finally, the last song, number 16, Iron Maiden. The safe bet, Iron Maiden. There you go. There's the set list I feel like they're going to play. The order might be completely different, but those are the songs I'm really feeling they're going to be playing. Not a lot of crazy picks. I think To Tame a Land is probably the crazy, and Killers. To Tame a Land and Killers are probably the 2 craziest picks I've picked. But I can see them doing it. I could change either To Tame or Rhyme because they're both epics with like Can I Play With Madness or Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. I haven't mentioned anything from No Prayer, but I feel like they're only doing this period because of Fear of the Dark. I don't think they'll waste a slot with anything from that, but if they did, I feel like Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter would be the song they would choose from that album. So there you go. 16 songs, that's a set list speculation from Questy. What do you think they're going to play? Do you have tickets? Are you excited for a new tour? I am. That sold out like that. I was trying to get tickets, so it was like... Gotta see Maiden whenever you can. Love them. One of my favourite bands of all time, if not my absolute favourite. Yeah, Opeth is there as well, but the OG, you know, the OG, what got me into it and stuck with me since I was like 13, 14. Iron Maiden. There you go. So let me know your own setlist speculations down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.